Hello and a good Monday morning to you, my colorful friends. It is I, Hallie. I did not like taking March off of our Monday morning weekly reading book reviews. So, hi, I am here with my favorite reads of March. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to go back to weekly reading book reviews with everything I've read, or just the highlights, or do every other week, or just like this one once a month. I do not like not talking about books with you. So we're going to figure out the best way to do it. So coffee cheers to you. No, I am not at my own home library. I am cat sitting, and I'm surrounded by this resplendent collection of sprayed edge books, special editions. So I don't mind. So pour yourself a cup of coffee should you like to talk about the favorite books I read this month, in no particular order. So we have a short stack. Okay, the first one I wanted to share with you. This is The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise by Dan Gemeinhart. I think I was reading this last time we did one of these videos. I loved it. Super voicey, middle grade fiction. It's just one of those great ones. I've also heard from librarians and teachers and fellow authors, the kids are loving it. So if you are an aspiring author, highly recommend. If you have a kid who likes to read, highly recommend. So this is great. Coyote Sunrise lives on a bus with her dad. Things happen. I loved it. Honestly, I don't remember because it was, 30 days ago, but I remember it being a favorite. The other one I read, who knew? This was a delightful surprise. This came out a couple of years ago, but recently-ish in paperback, and has been hanging out in my TBR. And if you are in a reading slump, pick up this one. This is Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson. It's the Senior Year Adventures, Book 1, The Chalice of the Gods. He's so popular, I hate to admit it, but he's a genius. His writing is so good. I laughed out loud multiple times. It's from Percy Jackson's POV. Again, very voicey, very funny. Percy is trying to get recommendation letters so he can go to college with Annabeth. Yes, so they're high school seniors. There's adventures, there's monsters, and it's just funny. It's funny. The little trio of Annabeth, Grover, and Percy is great. The dynamics of the silly mythological Greek gods, the adventures, it's just great. So highly recommend. I haven't reread the Percy Jackson series in a number of years, but you didn't need to know those by heart to jump back in for a new adventure. It was great. So Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Senior Year Adventures, Book 1, Chalice of the Gods. Well done, Papa Rick. Okay, something completely different. This is MINA'S MATCHBOX by Yoko Ogawa. My favorite book by her is The Housekeeper and the Professor, which isn't as scandalous as the title sounds. I hate the English translation, but it was so beautiful and meaningful. Anyway, this is MINA'S MATCHBOX, and I did get it last summer when I went up to New York from Books Are Magic, that famous Brooklyn bookstore. So this is Japanese fiction in translation. Yes, there's a girl riding a hippo, and that is actually in the book. So this is it could theoretically be middle grade read, as in a lot of it is her childhood memories of the year she spent at her aunt and uncle's house, which literally had a pygmy hippopotamus as a pet that her cousin would ride to school. So it is odd, it is quirky, but it is told in like past reflections. So she's a grown-up now looking back on those memories. It was just delightful because it was weird, and you know how I like weird, and you know how I like Asian fiction in translation, because it doesn't fit that Western storytelling 3-act structural whatever. It's just a good story and a good book and things to think about, and riding a hippo to school, why not? Yes, there you go. Okay, another middle grade one I loved because it's just my favorite genre, guys. Can't help it. This is Silverborn, number 4 in the Nevermore series by the one and only Jessica Townsend. Silverborn, The Mystery of Morrigan Croww. It is a ginormous book. Came out a little later than expected due to author health reasons. Totally got you, Jessica. It's all right. But yeah, it is nearly 600 pages of delight. I love the Nevermore series so much. It's a fantasy world at a fancy pants hotel that changes your hotel room to your mood. Morrigan Croww grew up thinking she was a cursed child. and she goes to Nevermore, and turns out she has these magical wondersmith powers that everybody thinks makes her a bad guy. Drama. So this is number 4. I had kept putting it off because I wanted to reread the first 3. I'm glad I didn't. I was able to dive right back in to number 4, and little did I know, even better, there's a murder mystery, there's a secret family, and lots of dragons. So it's great. It's great. Highly recommend that series for reluctant readers, for family read-alouds, for grown-ups who like adventurous, magical kids books that aren't too fantasy complicated, just delightful. Jessica is one of the authors. Like, gee, I wish I wrote like that. And I'm glad she does, because we're all different. We all have our own special wondersmith powers, and this happens to be Jessica's writing the series. So thank you, Digressica. Okay, and last one I will share with you, I read for book club last week. This is Heather Fawcett, who you may know from my beloved fangirling of all of her middle grade titles, but she also wrote the grown-up series, the encyclopedia, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairy, and this is her brand new one. This is Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter, which made for a great discussion, those of us who were expecting more cats. It's pretty funny. I mean, she at one point has 88 cats that she's trying to rehome, so it was great. I love this cover art. I know my lighting in here isn't terrific, but it is shiny and very art deco. It is, I want to say 1920s Montreal. It's vague, but it's historical fiction, but very Howl's Moving Castle coded, with cats, and I loved it. It is, to me, the definition of the most coziest fantasy I've ever read, as in there is a magic system, but it's not like we need all the details and 80 pages of dwarf history before we're allowed to just enjoy living in this magical world. So we really enjoyed that one. Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter, Heather Fawcett, thank you for writing it. Fun thing I did for book club was there's a lot of quirky cat names in the book. And so for our name tags at book club, I wrote everybody's cat name, so they got to pick their cat persona as well as who they really are. So I was Moose, as in like chocolate mousse, the dessert, not like Bullwinkle Moose. Anyway, so thoroughly enjoyed that one. So lo and behold, those are my favorite reads of March. Many more on the stack. Again, let me know in the comments how often you would like to see my face, and if you want to hear if I did or didn't like it, or you just want to hear the highlights, we can do shorter videos as well. So this week, Crayon Box Happy Mails, sticker mails going out, 2 stickers coming at you. And I'll probably wait, just because of the week I have ahead, for those color swatch bookmarks. Will go in May's Happy Mail, but go ahead and join. If you're not already a member, dear Crayon Box members, thank you for being a part. Thank you for sharing the joy and the fun and the snail mail Happy Mail. So yeah, 2 stickers in April's mail. If you join now, you'll get your welcome pack. And if you join by tomorrow, last day of March, you'll also get March's sticker, so that's not a bad day. And what else do I have to tell you? Oh yeah, I have 3 theater events this week, so there will be lots of blogs coming. I will wait till I have those written to send out April's Substack, which is Hallie Gal's marker recap, monthly marker recap, where you can subscribe to all these things in the link in my bio. And I'm grateful for you. Let me know what stories you've been reading, loving, enjoying, and hopefully I'll be back next week with good books and or mediocre books, at least stories to talk about. Okay, I love ya. Talk at you later.